Hi guys, welcome to Side Chicks Exposed, where we expose side chicks. For today's video, today it's going to be basically a couple videos of my reaction towards these videos. So the first one is a reaction on Fresh and Fit. They had a guest, Brandon Carter or something like that, and they were talking about cheating. I found it very interesting how they discussed it and what was Brandon's kind of spin on how he feels about cheating. And you can almost kind of see how Fresh and Fit were kind of a little bit not taken back, because obviously they hear rebuttals to they hear pushback on their ideas of cheating all the time, but it was just such a funny and kind of refreshing take on if you're going to cheat, how you're going to cheat.
Like, you guys, I know where you guys are going. I've watched the show, and I've known Myron since before the show. Me and been cool since before this. And I know y'all think that, like, these the kind of guy you described is not supposed to be loyal, or that he's not going. But I just have a different take on that. I just think that if you're cheating, you're lying.
Exactly.
If you're lying, you're a coward.
Exactly.
Right? Like, because if you're lying means that you're afraid.
And you're being untruthful and not being honest.
Like, literally, lying is cowardly. Lying is cowardly. So if you're going to fucking do this shit, like, you want to be with bad chicks, ain't nothing wrong with that. Do you think? You gotta be a friend. You gotta be a cheat. Right? That's what I do.
And that's the thing that I want to state. If you're a type of person who's into open relationships, that's just your thing. It's not something I like or enjoy or even think positive about. But if you as a woman are okay with an open relationship, okay with you sleeping with multiple partners, okay with him sleeping around with multiple partners, I don't think there's anything wrong, because that is your relationship. As a man, if you want open relationship, I think you should just be completely honest. But I don't know how it's nowadays where men have a lot of women they slept with and they're considered players, but back in the day, a player kept everybody in line. If it had a main chick, she was treated a specific way. If they had a side chick or other women they were dealing with, they were treated a special way. They never treated the side chicks how they would ever treat the main girl, because that's not pimping. That's not being a player, to treat every woman the same, but they all have different ranks. You know what I mean? It's funny because I think they got the gist of it's easier to treat them all the same, because it worked for this woman, it's going to work for this woman. But that's not what it takes to really be a player. For a woman to kind of sit here and kind of go along with it, like, oh, if he slept with a lot of women, that means that, he knows what he's doing. Same thing for the Men on Fresh and Fit podcast. Sleeping with a bunch of women does not make you a man of high standard. Doesn't mean that you're good with the ladies. It just means that you kind of use the same thing, or you're messing with a lot of not so smart women. Just sleeping around with a bunch of women specifically does not make you automatically good with ladies. If you are able to upfront tell a woman, I don't really want to be with you like that, I just want to have sex with you, and for them to actually comply, I feel like has more merit than you lying to her and pretending to want a relationship with her just to have sex. That's just my personal opinion. I'll keep on playing the video.
So I do, you really get down and lay down. You don't have to fuck with me. This is what I do. So, like, if you're gonna, lying is cowardly. Like,
it is.
There's no way around it. There's no way to spin that. You know what I'm saying? If you are a liar, you are a coward.
100%.
100%. So, like, if you really are a stand-up dude who's honorable, not to be. We tell guys up front, tell her what it is. You gotta tell her what it is. Tell her what it is. We know most guys won't do it because, they're scared of the repercussions. Exactly. That's what you say. What did you just say? Say that again? You're scared of the repercussions. Come on.
That's another thing. If you're going to lie because you're scared of the repercussions, I was taught when I was little, don't do anything if you can't take what you're going to get afterwards. Don't don't do the crime if you can't take the time, or don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Exactly. If you're afraid that your girlfriend's going to leave you if you cheat, how about just don't cheat? It's so simple. It's not just, oh, well, I don't want to lose my girl, so I'm just going to lie to her and keep on doing what I'm doing. It's like you want your cake and want to eat it too. What's the truth is, you really don't want a girl who's okay with you cheating, because you know that girls who's okay with you cheating are usually girls who have had a high body count, girls who sleep around, which is a girl that you don't want to be in a relationship or don't want to marry, or that's kind of the main reason why you really don't want a girl who's okay with you sleeping around. Or no, it isn't or you're afraid that she's going to sleep around on you too. How stupid. How about you just don't cheat at all? If you're so afraid of losing your girl to cheating, just don't cheat. It is so simple. It is so simple. Or just be single. Why? What is wrong with a man just being single? I hear the rhetoric that being in a relationship gives you easy access to consistent sexual intercourse. You don't deserve that if you're trying to sleep around with multiple women in the first place. You get the consistent sex from a girl that you're loyal to. You're a girl that you care about, a girl that you have trust and loyal embedded in, and it's a consistent thing back and forth. You don't get the consistent sex if you're lying and cheating. Why do you think you deserve that? Why do you think you're entitled to that if you want to sleep with other women? So, if you want to sleep with other women, just be single. Just be single. Or let your woman know that you want to be in an open relationship where you can sleep with all women and she can sleep with men, and then you guys have that. The woman is your home, the man is your home, but every now and then you casually sleep with another woman. Every now and then she casually sleeps with other men. Now, if that works for you, that works for you because you want to sleep around. Okay, I just don't think that you should be lying and cheating just to hold on to a woman. That is so not cool. You would do better to just leave her and say it's because you want to sleep around and you want variety. You are entitled to that. That kind of makes you a dog, but sometimes dogs have to lay around and get fleas a couple times to realize maybe they should not be lying down in multiple beds. And obviously, to some extent, sometimes men won't be able to get married. Like sometimes women won't be able to get married for sleeping around too much. But that is the risk that you take when you want to sleep around. I just think it's just nonsense and complete garbage. I would tell her, but I just don't want her to leave me. Then just be single. Do whatever you want, sleep around, just be single. It's so simple.
This is what I do. You want some motherfucking Dan Bilzerian,
Right. That's another thing. Sorry to keep on stopping, but if you want to sleep around, you are entitled to that. And I'm gonna do a video on Dan Bilzerian, but he talks about, and sometimes when you see his interview, a lot of men look at him as such a star person, like, oh, he's the man to aspire to. This man looks so sad. He's old, and he literally, back when I saw an interview that he doesn't sleep around as much no more, he would have droves and droves of women just like in his bed, and like I'm sure that was like cool and like fun at first, but like it got to a point where like he grew a sexual addiction, which he still has to this day. People think that's all fun and games and cute, but it's not cute to really need to have sex that much that you're kind of shaking or tweaking, or your day is revolved around having so much sex. Not like the typical where you can't wait to have sex with a person, you can't wait to do this, you do all this for a woman, or you're just a regular single man and just, oh wow, she looks fine. It's a thing where you have a shaking habit, almost like a drinking habit for sex. That is a problem. And when you look at him, he looks really sad. He looks honestly unhappy. He has money, he has women, he seems to have the world, but he's also empty. And he needs the constant alcohol and drugs and women to fill the hole. It's pretty sad. It's really sad.
The DiCaprio shit, and this is how I get down, fuck with it or not, right? Or you a punk. No, I have to argue though, and most guys do that. Realistically speaking, because think about it, most guys are on that level where they can say, you know what? Alright, there's a couple of picks because
All guys are on that level.
I don't have any options. I'm just telling
Any
you
man can make a name for himself and say he just wants to sleep around.
You can't. There's no way you can spin lying that is honorable. True.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It means that you are a coward. If you are a liar, you are a coward.
1000%.
So here's the thing we always say. We say guys should be honest with their girls, tell them straight up that, hey, I'm going to want to smash other chicks. Because let's be honest, you go to a biological imperative standpoint, every guy's going to want to smash as many girls as they can.
Yeah.
My thing, though, is I just tell girls to be realistic and understand that if you're with a higher earner and a winner, he's either going to be honest with you and tell you all the fucking bitches, or he's going to lie and just do it behind your back. I tell the girls to be prepared that when you go in.
But this is the thing that I noticed with their show. They don't make a clean distinction between high value and regular man. Because these men that are watching them are aspiring to be high level, they assume that it all goes to the same thing. Oh, well, women were born to value. We have to make our value. Women can't be hoes. We can from a biological standpoint. Only high value men can say certain things because they already are sleeping around with multiple women, have multiple fetishes, are doing multiple disgusting things that they're not even disclosing because money. Funny enough, money distracts us from a lot of things, so we spend most time trying to make money, get money, have someone to share it with, kids. That's what regular people do. People with money who already have it, they're into some other stuff because of that big stress of getting money that kind of dictates most of our lives. They already have that. So they can literally do whatever they want in the world. Where everyone wants to aspire to sleep with a bunch of women, how about having every woman in the world who really doesn't want to be with you, but just wants to be with your money? And it's like a mixture of things where I feel like they honestly think that, well, when you have a lot of money, you have a lot of women who will be in love with you. No. You have a lot of women who literally just want to be with you just to have the money. Meaning, the woman will be sleeping with a bunch of different men who are underneath you because she has the money from you. She has your money. She has the money. Now she can sleep with lower people. The funny thing where, oh, well, woman, she's only going to want more and more and more after she gets there. Once she's there, she can have sex with everything else underneath it. Now, is this something that I believe she should do? Is this something that I contend with, that I think she should know? I disagree with it completely. But the notion that having a lot of money creates a lot of girls actually having desire to be in love and stay with you is completely unrealistic and not true at all. You'll have a bunch of women who just want to be with you just for your money. Just for that.
Into this type of situation with a guy, it's not in their best interest, to be honest with you, because they might lie to you. Now, I agree with you, it is cowardly.
It is.
We gotta operate on what is versus like what should be. What should be is you should be honest. But what it is that most dudes are not going to be honest. So that's my
Which is exactly. I don't think you're going to just sleep around with a bunch of women. But you're not a coward for telling the truth.
I was like, yo, this is what it is. You want to be my fucking boyfriend? Like, no. I'm out here fucking bitches. That's how I roll. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit, like, no lie. Like, you know, and until you're not ready to do that, or if you don't want to do that, like, there's no shame in not wanting to be like.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Most guys just don't. It's one of two things. Either A, they don't have the value to be able to command that type of authority over a woman, where he tells her straight to her face, I'm going to fuck other girls, take her to me.
That is so annoying. The value, you have to have value to be honest. If you really need money to be honest, we are lost. Be honest. I want to sleep around with a bunch of women. Yes, 85% of women are going to say no. But the other percentage of women, there are actual women out here who don't mind. Yes, they may have a high body count, and yes, they may want to sleep around too, but you can have what you want. You can't have everything that you want. Stop commanding everything that you want. You are not entitled to have everything that you want as a man just simply because you have a job at McDonald's or have a regular job. You have to work towards things to establish a good connection. So, if you want to sleep around, take the other losses that come with that. But if you want to be in a monogamous relationship where you have the consistent communication, you have someone to lean on, you have someone that cares about your best interest at heart and the consistent sex, you have to work for that, meaning loyalty and trust, which in my opinion is not that hard. It's not that hard of an ask. Trustworthiness and loyalty, that just means don't try to sleep around on the girl. I just find it so funny. Not all men have the ability to command such a thing. To command that you want to sleep around. The ability to do that all day long. Now you want to get that is a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing. And what comes with that is a whole different thing as well. I wish Fresh and Fit consistently advocated for that. You talk so much about high value men that you need to talk about which I don't think you're low value because you don't make a certain amount of money, but by their definition, you are low value, which by the way, is 90% of the population. So the people who are advocating for Fresh and Fit, you're never going to get there. And I'm not saying it to be rude, I'm just saying it's like that for a reason. 90% of the population will never have that much money, and only 10% of the population will. So the other 90%, you need to stay in your lane and stop being so entitled and asking for things that you don't deserve.
They do have the ability to do it, it's just that they're scared of losing her. So they're like, you know what, I'm just gonna lie, sell her the dream, and I'm gonna fuck other girls behind her back.
He's whack too. Yeah. He's whack. You know, like
it is so whack.
Then you need to put yourself in a position where you can't do that.
Which you may never do it to just be single.
I agree with you.
Don't always be girls.
That's why you need that. I don't know how value up.
But I tell the girls, so I go from a risk assessment standpoint. I tell the girls, if you were to do that, makes that kind of money, be prepared for them to fuck other bitches. That's why I tell them to get their money.
Yeah. So this is where I'm gonna end the video. Basically, the point of it is, for men, if you want to sleep around, you have the ability to just do it while you're single. There's nothing wrong in a single man trying to sleep around. Well, there is wrong, but I'm saying you do what's best for you that makes you feel happy about it. As a woman, if you want to sleep around, do it too, but you should not be sleeping around and cheating on men either. The same thing goes for women as it goes for men. I just have noticed that since the red pill manosphere thing has come out, I agree with a lot of things that is said. I truly do. It's just certain little points in there that I feel like they go over and ride over because it's best for them and it's best for their community of people they're trying to talk to versus what's real, what's right, and what's going to happen. If you're a man who's constantly cheating on women, you may never find a woman, because karma, what goes around comes back around, you may never find a woman who cares about you for you. And I believe that Fresh and Fit, throughout this point, they don't ever talk about the men who want to actually get married, the men who actually want to have a woman who cares about them more than their money. All they're talking about is the women, women be crazy. Wow, this woman left this man because he lost his job. There are actual women out here that actually want to be married, who wants to cook and clean for their husband, who wants to be stay-at-home moms or work with them, whatever their dynamic is, who actually wants a loving partner. And there's actual men out there who I bet are more than Fresh and Fit put out there that actually want to find love. Love is real. I don't ever think that Fresh and Fit's gonna find it though, because I want to say because they've been hurt too many times, but that's just a matter of opinion. I just don't think they're gonna find love just by the things that they're doing, the message they're putting out there. They're not going to allow themselves to find love at all. Maybe Fresh is the one that stutters, I think, and I think Fit is the one with the hair transplant. So Fresh might actually eventually just kind of break off to try to find someone, because he seems like the one out of both of them that wants love. And I think his name is Walter. Walter is the one that wants love I think that Myron is the one that may never find love. He said that he's going to go out of he said he's going to go out of the country to find someone to marry. But I don't think they're gonna love him either. You know what I mean? I think that he just wants to. I provide for you. I have multiple wives, and that's just it. And it will be more of a transactional relationship. And if that's what you guys want, then please continue to follow in their footsteps to have a transactional relationship. But if you really want a relationship where the woman actually cares about you, really wants your best interest at heart, you need to have a little more common sense and treat the woman that you care about a lot better. That's all for today.